You all been waiting for. Put your hands together for your host for the evening, Sean Dillon.
Okay, and permission to hug you. Thank you. Okay, now pass that on. Welcome to the Valentine's Day Aftermath Show. Yeah! For those of us who are alone in the world, get our turn to wear Dollar Tree half-off merchandise. Yeah, thank you. I thought the main thing that a host had to do is tell you everything that Katie just told you. So this could be a lot quicker than I thought it would be. But I think to get us all warmed up, we need to have a sing-along. What is your favorite love song, sir?
Carrying Your Love With Me by George Strait.
Wow, that is great. Thank you for picking one I've never heard of. That gives us license to sing whatever the hell we want. All together. Carry my love to my truck and I run to the levee. Shout my dog. Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, I love your commitment to the song. So you get this Valentine featuring the Avenger Hawkeye saying, "I'm aiming for a great Valentine's Day."
I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay, this isn't a reflection on my feelings to you. It's just making it more aerodynamic. Oh, you totally left up the Hawkeye card. Who feels particularly strong and angry? Okay, when you meet her, give her this Hulk Valentine. When you meet her for the first time. And you've got an interesting shirt, Nasty Women Unite. Wow. And clearly you gotta get, what? Oh no, we're gonna change it up. You get Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. Maybe we don't need so much nasty. Maybe we need more mammals. Cool. I made eye contact with somebody in the crowd, so I had a special Valentine. Unfortunately for this wonderful person, I also have a lot of pockets. Okay, here it is. This person means a lot to me. He's my student. He's going to have a showcase this upcoming Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's showcase week, everybody. Virtually every night of the week, except for Monday and Friday. Come here. And different classes will be performing. It'll be delightful. And why will it be delightful? Because I think they're free. But they'll ask for donations, and feel free to give them. I met you at a Fringe years ago. You got Iron Man. But yeah, I monogrammed this to my friend Todd. Pass that on. Yeah, sweet. Finally, before we bring out Sydney, oh, it's raining love to whoever wants any. Yeah, and I thought I would throw this rose, but it's really pointy, and I thought it might end in a lawsuit. So instead, I'm just going to leave it right here. And let's give it up for Sydney Bowman!
Guys, how are you tonight?
Good.
Yeah. How many of you have seen a Cage of Fools show before?
Woo!
A couple. Nice. Thank you for coming back. How many of you have seen an improv show before?
Yeah.
All right. The way we do things is a little different than most improv shows that you see here. Most of them, a team will come out and get a couple suggestions, and then they're going to perform like a 20-minute set for you based on those. We are going to play a lot of very short games with some very interesting twists to them. And tonight they may or may not be Valentine's themed in some sort of capacity. So pretty soon I will bring out our players. Tonight we have 7, 4 of whom train regularly for this event, and 3 that have never played on this team before.
Perfect.
So they don't know what's coming. None of the players tonight know any of the games that they're playing. They may have played them before, but they don't know they're playing them tonight. And they certainly don't know the challenges that will come with them. You also see we have this lovely couch here. We are going to have a nice little discussion before we get into the fun and games. We're just going to have a nice open kind of cocktail party talk, and you are more than welcome to be involved in that. In fact, please chime in at any time. You don't need to raise your hand. Just go ahead and, yell something out. Just don't interrupt people. Practice common courtesy. At the end of the night, a player who wins by getting all of your love and support will receive this beautifully hand-decorated a woman playing basketball, I believe. Which, fun fact, this was given to me by Sean years ago for no reason. All right, and the winner will also receive and I'm not doing that card, meaning at any future game they can pull out their I'm not doing that card for any challenge they do not want to participate in, and they get to pass it on to their probably enemy that's playing that night. So, with that, may I introduce our players for the evening? We have Paulette! John! Kurt! Scott! And welcome back, John! Yeah, nice. CJ, our returning champion, gets very special. And also the worst seat because you wanted to wait until the end.
Yeah, you gotta sit on the ground.
Do you want my stool? No. Okay. Sean, you kind of look like that creepy uncle that gets invited, but you chose to sit right in the middle.
I did not have a lot of seating options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have intentionally ostracized myself as far. I'm happy to move over.
No, I'm glad you're where you are. So I thought maybe in the spirit of the season, we could talk about memorable dates, whether they be good or bad, or memorable people we've dated. Kurt, you have something already.
He has stories.
Let's see. All right. I'm going to pick one. I took this date to a Halloween party.
Would it be this week?
No.
Kurt and Colette are married, for those of you who do not know.
We're a couple.
Yeah.
She hates Valentine's Day.
But we were not a couple at the time of this story.
Yeah.
No, we were not. That's very important. Okay, so went to a Halloween party that I kind of co-hosted with a friend of mine, and brought a date. And since I was kind of co-hosting, I was kind of all over the party for a while, and towards the end of the party, went out on the roof, and my date was out there with my best friend and a very good friend of mine, all three of them together. And yeah, so one of my friends absolutely knew that she was my date.
I did not, though. I didn't know she was there with you.
My other friend did not know.
I hooked up with this date. I didn't know.
That's great.
Who can top that? Sean?
Yeah, this might be a surprise, but there's honestly not been a lot of dating in my life.
No.
I'll get it. I'll get it. There was a.
You look so handsome.
Yeah.
You should listen to this podcast. It really helps.
Some.
You look great!
Take it off.
Even better.
But I'm keeping this. Cool, it was blind date. It's a date of a wonderful place and a terrible, terrible evening. So I was living in, have you heard of California? Yeah. So I, one day, was running an errand and I was walking along Magnolia Boulevard, and there was a cool thrift store, but then next to it there was a door. And the door that didn't have anything around it. I went through the door, and it was a restaurant that was sandwiched between all these buildings, but it had no roof. It was like stepping into a forest. And it was sort of an Asian-themed restaurant at first. Full-grown trees with a canopy above you, artificial streams throughout it, probably about twice the size of this room. And there were animals. There was a giant
Sean,
cage.
I have to ask real quick. Was one of these animals a lion who was a metaphor for Jesus?
How much furniture would you want? Was the front door actually a wardrobe? How was the Turkish delight?
That is where I got that robe. The key factor, in addition to the animals in cages, there were bunnies on the ground, hopping around, and I took the parsley from my plate.
This is not serve safe compliant. But...
So yeah, like I kind of had a feeling like I need to enjoy this while it's legal. And there was this
really strong in California.
Like there was this weird dichotomy of like it was sort of Asian decor, but the food was Mexican and my server was Eastern European. It was great. So I look forward to sharing this with somebody. A coworker set me up with someone, and I have no idea how we thought we could possibly be a couple. And I brought her into this wonderland, this culinary Narnia. And she was appalled. She just walked up and she went, "Oh, how can they allow this? This is so unsanitary." So I need to find her and set her up with you.
I met this girl on Tinder, and we go out for our first date, and I decided to take her to Northside Yacht Club.
Yeah.
So she's all,
Not bad.
yeah, I'm just being
I mean, look
myself.
at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all prim and proper, and I'll pick her up like, oh shit. Here we go. So we get into Northside Yacht Club. Everybody stinks. I stink. It's getting poked by spikes by people walking around, and there's like a bunch of bands playing. So we're like, hey, let's go check out the band, and it's off to the left. It's like this cinder block encased room. And there's this girl screaming. There's the bassist. He's got no shirt on, leather pants, and a gimp mask, standing on top of his bass, just going great. And I'm like, yeah. And look over, and oh my God, the terror in her eyes. It never left for the entire day, because like every room was worse than the next. There's all sorts of rooms. Like go into the drum room, and it's like the smell of VO is just repelling. And I'm like, let's go play some drums. And she's like, I really, no. So eventually, she never loosened up, and then that was about it.
What anniversary are you guys celebrating? Also, the drum room at Northside, did you just play somebody's drum?
It was a room full of drums. I don't know where these people
I think
got
that was
them.
just where bands store their gear.
It wasn't like sanctioned.
No, absolutely. Good work.
All right, so I think what we've learned is that improvisers are not for the faint of heart, and if you're going to date one of us, you better be open to bunnies crawling around. And drum rooms, apparently. All right, let's play our first game of the evening. Could I please have our returning champion, as well as one of our guests for tonight? Can I please have Colette? Okay, so this game is called Buzzwords. Our players are going to be given a topic individually, and they have 3 seconds to name me 3 things in that category. If they don't get it, well, when they get it, they are going to hit that buzzer right there. And if they don't get it within 3 seconds, they're going to be out, they're going to rotate, and the next person will come up. All right. It's a fierce game where they're pitted against one another. And I have to get my phone out as a timer. All right. Starting with our returning champion. CJ, tell me 3 things you might bring on a first date.
A gun, flour, and my Uber.
Colette, 3 pet names for your significant other.
Toodles, Boodles, and Frodo.
CJ, give me 3 pickup lines.
Get that ring.
Hey girl, what's up? Uh-huh.
So close to not having that 3 seconds. Colette, 3 places to go on a date.
My house, his house, and no, somebody else's house. It happens.
3 things you do to get a woman to notice you.
Get tattoos, wear eye shadow, and miss the 3 seconds.
Yeah, you were way. Josh, get up here. It's nice that you're giving him applause for effort. All right, Colette, give me 3 gifts you bring when meeting the parents.
Glitter, more glitter, and way too much glitter.
Hey! She's a guest. She can have it with you.
To be fair, it was part of an aforementioned story, which was true, where she brought a lot of glitter to Kurt's parents' house. So,
All right.
Josh, give me 3 things you shouldn't do on a first date.
Fart, poop, and pee.
What if you just can't hold it? They make rooms for that. Alright. Colette, 3 places for a romantic vacation.
Sorry!
Alright. Sean, get up
I
here.
try, man. I work a lot.
Alright. Josh, name me 3 romantic movies.
Fight Club, Wall Street, and I don't know.
Not only did you
The
not
Matrix.
get Way over, sit down! Yeah! Alright, Mark!
Yeah.
Alright, Sean, name me 3 romantic movies starring Tom Hanks.
Joe versus Volcano, Sleepless in Seattle, and you got mail.
Hey!
Wow.
I revealed something about myself.
How are you not dating?
Name me 3 ways to break up with someone.
Fight with them, get them arrested, and deport them.
That was over 3 seconds, but I'm gonna let it slide. Alright, Sean, 3 ways to ask someone out.
Beg, threaten, and steal stuff from them.
Mark, 3 places to propose.
Eiffel Tower, Wall Street, and the river.
Why Wall Street?
Money never lies! Money never sleeps!
I'm thinking a financial proposition. We can file jointly.
Yes! It's a savings!
Will you invest in my future? Okay, it wasn't my turn.
Alright, Sean, 3 ways to turn down a public proposal.
Scream, hire mercenaries, and take out a full-page ad.
Mark, name me 3 things you might buy for a date.
Chocolate, pants, wine.
Their pants weren't good enough.
You need pants for a date, usually.
Okay. Alright.
Take them, Sean.
Sean, 3 ways to say I love you.
Te amo. I love you. I love you.
As beautiful as that was, sit down. Yeah, get up here. All right, Mark.
Yeah.
Name me 3 celebrities you would go on a date with.
Tom Hanks, Sharon Stone.
Get out of here.
All right, Scott. Name me 3 things you might buy during a breakup.
Mickey Mouse doll, Playhouse, and a Coke. I don't know. That was terrible.
How old is your significant other?
I was visiting her at the retirement home, and she was kind of upset.
I win.
All right, you win if you answer this one for me. All right, name me. Let's see. 3 ways to keep the sparks flying.
I thought them all.
3 ways to keep the sparks flying.
Electricity, Flint, and love.
And that's buzzwords, ladies. All right. I'm still thinking about the Mickey Mouse.
What are you doing with it?
That's for me to know.
All right, for this game, I need Scott and CJ.
Should we clap?
That's right. No. Boo.
And also Sean and Kurt. All right. So this is going to be an interesting game because we're going to do a 2-person scene. You might notice that there are 4 people up. That is because the 4 people, CJ and Scott, will be acting as one person together. You guys are going to tie your legs together.
Again?
And Sean and Kurt, you are also going to be tying your legs together.
Okay.
Like this?
Yeah, would you like help?
Let's go.
Josh, can you help us?
Let's go for all 4.
Let's.
Oh boy.
Legs.
Good luck.
While they are getting tied up, could we please have a location that might fit on this stage?
Paris.
Paris. All of Paris is very, very tiny now.
That was a lot smaller than I thought it was.
All right. Are you guys ready? Okay. So the trick about this, guys, is you are both teams are one person. You're not 2 people talking together. You are interfacing one team to one team. Okay. So either be talking in unison or only one of you talking at a time. All right. Your suggestion is Paris, and you may begin.
Isn't he French?
Wee wee. I think this deserves some applause. That is appropriate. Do you guys want to go get some coffee?
We will never go back to prison.
We just wanted coffee. It's not illegal.
I am warning you, Javert. I am the strongest man by far. There is power in me yet. That's enough.
I'm so turned on.
it was. All right. For that, Sean, I'm giving you 50 points. Kurt, you get 55 points.
Yeah.
Sean. CJ, I'm giving you 30 points, and Scott, I'm giving you 35 points.
All right.
Great. Yeah. Oh, and Kurt, I forgot. You got 100 points for winning buzzwords.
Yeah.
Okay. This next game. Do we have any single people in the audience?
I see one that I
All right. Would you be willing to volunteer in this next game? Excellent. You're going to need your chair with you, so just bring that on right up here. This next game is called Tinder Date. We're actually going to scoot you up to the middle here. You're front and center. It's pretty simple. All of our players here are going to line up, and they are going to show you their best Tinder profile. If you like their profile, you're going to, is it swipe right for yes?
Yes.
Left?
Like you.
Thank you. Okay, so you'll say swipe right or swipe left. Swipe right for if you want to go on a date with them, and then you're going to go on a little quick date with them. And then swipe left if you don't want to see any more of that. And even if you're on a date with them, you can continue. You can swipe left anytime you want the date to end. All right, and then you're going to get a new date. All right, so if I can have my players line up here. Players, you feel good about this?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the player who has their profile here, the person behind them is actually going to do the description of the profile. All right. So, Josh, go ahead and describe CJ's.
My name's Scott. I love Blink 182. I love ripping fat, loopy doopies on my skateboard. That's a real term, I swear to God. Got these sleeves from my boy. Okay.
Bruh, I heard you did the loopty doopies.
Now I got those loopy doopies. It's like my favorite Blink-182 song says, you know, all the small things.
Don't feel like small things, shit.
Go please.
All right. This is Todd. He works on Wall Street. And he's totally kicking ass in the boiler room.
Left.
My name is Alfredo. I'm 50 years old, and I make crafts out of dust bunnies.
Right.
Bonjour.
You related to the noodles, or?
I hated that joke so much. No, it's Alfredo. I own a pizza shop.
What?
You have a little something behind your ear, don't you?
Hola, mi llamo es Shakira.
Is that type of letters or emojis?
Swipe right to find out.
Super like. How are you?
I don't know what my voice sounds like. I'm just gonna ride the ride.
Sounds like music to my ears is what it sounds like. Swipe left before medical help.
I'm an adventurer. My name is George. I've been all over the continental United States discovering my favorite tea places. Yes, tea is a big thing for me. And I'll...
Right.
Hey, how's it going?
George is great.
This went a lot longer than I expected.
Hi, I'm Paolo. It's been 2 years since I've reached maturity. I love seafood. I love being in the water. I'll perform tricks for you. And yeah, I'm an orca.
My name's Drew, and yeah, I'm a boy trapped in a man's body, but my mom says I'm the most handsome guy. So let's go have her make us dinner.
Right. So what kind of things you do for fun? Big wheels. Super Nintendo. Want to play games?
Thank you so very much, and for your bravery. There was some nice conversation hearts to get in there. Who would you like to assign 50 points to?
Thank you.
50 points now.
Yeah, I got
Everyone
swiped
else-
left. That was BS.
Everyone else, you got 10. All right, for this next game, do I have 2 more single people in the audience? Perhaps a male and a female that have never met before.
That's right.
Oh, they're sitting right next to each other. Oh my God, all right. Guys, we're about to watch history.
Come back 1 year from now for the wedding.
Come on. Hi.
Hello. Layla.
Layla.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Layla.
meet you too.
And you're Varun. I know that because you're in my class.
Yeah.
That's Varun, ladies and gentlemen. We got Layla. Awesome. We're going to ask you a few questions real quick. What is it, Layla, what do you do for a living?
I work for a nonprofit.
Very cool. What does the nonprofit do?
It's the Bar Association. Any lawyers in the house?
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Varun, what do you do?
To everyone's surprise, I'm an engineer.
What kind of engineer? A mechanical engineer.
Only vibrations.
Oh.
Not with the
Layla, what's something you like to do for fun?
Dance.
Dance. Any particular kind of dancing?
I take a dance class.
It's a Cole.
It's a
For that little inside knowledge here.
like a high intensity cardio. You probably haven't heard of it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice. At least it's not like Peloton or something.
No.
That's like the bike thing. Yeah, never mind. Varun, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play a lot of ping pong. And I can say I'm going to beat everyone in this room.
Oh.
Honesty.
Wait, can I ask a quick, do you have a Twitch channel where you play ping pong?
No, I just got it for free.
Oh, okay. That would be awesome.
Do you have a podcast where you talk about guys who play ping pong?
I think Josh would probably do that. I know he has a podcast.
Players, do you have any questions for these lovely folks?
Sure. In episode still trying. No.
2 inside.
Okay. Layla, what is one word you would use to describe yourself?
Verbose?
Verbose.
I was not very verbose.
I didn't say one word. Varun, what about about you?
One word.
Yeah.
Right. I heard some suggestion, but I didn't quite catch it. I would say collective.
Collected. Excellent. So now we're going to actually act out what your first date would look like. So Layla, would you pick one person from this cast to play you in this date scenario?
Josh.
Josh, you're gonna be Layla tonight. Varun, who would you like to have as you?
Sean.
Sean. All right. So we're gonna see Varun and Layla's first date. You two can take a seat. Thank you so much. All right. And can we get a suggestion of some place two people would go on a first date?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Okay, so we're going to see Layla and Varun's first date on Mount Rushmore.
It's a lot more tiring when you dance your way up here. But I don't know why we're first meeting at the top, but you must be Varun.
Yes, I constructed my own lift.
Have you patented that lift? Because I know some people.
I figure if anybody takes my inventions, I'll just make more.
Now, I don't know if you saw my profile. I work for a nonprofit. And you're an inventor, huh?
I feel like a lot of men would be intimidated by your forward advances, but I'm too collected to.
All I ask is that you be open with the details of, things you come up with, like lifts that get you to the top of beautiful Mount Rushmore. You don't seem to have much to say. Very collected of you.
To your surprise, I'm an engine.
I thought you were a ping pong champion on Twitch based on your outfit.
There are actually more presidents.
I work for the Bar Association. They kind of hire people who know there's more than 4 presidents. Usually.
It's interesting with the way the earth the mountain is actually over. They're more attractive than I expected them.
I wish my dance team could be here to see it.
Why don't you do your interpretive dance of each president?
I would love that. And you could be my dance team now.
Well, I'll create percussion with my pal.
Starting with Washington. Chopping down the cherry tree. Next, John Adams, who I don't know much about. You have to be smart to join the Bar Association. You're not that smart.
I will show you one thing about John Adams, is that he is not on Mount Rushmore.
You're right. I think Jefferson's next. I know he was a slave owner. I don't really feel comfortable acting that out. And I'm out of order. I could use help from a smart engineer like yourself to keep my dance going.
One moment.
Yeah.
This is a machine to help you get out of the hole you just dug for yourself.
Do I get a second? Hey.
Ping. It would be an interesting study into what human emotions are like. Pong. I don't know if there's a lot of chemistry here. It landed on its edge.
That's perfect. And Layla should actually go on a first date. So question, are you both tickets for both shows tonight?
I just have one for the 8 p.m.
I'll buy you another one.
Just cause.
I think I can get it for free.
Layla, do you have? I do. Okay, well, you both are actually going to go home with tickets to go see, what was it?
Les Miserables.
Yes! No. I wish, but something a little more uplifting. It's going to be Scared Scriptless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's worth actual money.
That's worth actual money.
Colin and another guy.
Yeah, and the other guy. And Robin Mockery. From those times anyway. So you guys are each going to go get a ticket to that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Because of our excellent... Could we also...
You got to take that up with our Colin. Because he only gave me the 2 to give him.
It's a no.
I know, sad for us, but so happy for you. And you don't have to go together. I
Yes,
don't know
you
if the
do.
tickets are right now. But if you did and you had a good time, like, let us know. Give us a like on Facebook, a good review, tell us when you have kids. No pressure though. Okay, we have time for one more game tonight, which is going to be an all play, but we also need one audience volunteer. Don't worry, you don't have to date anyone. Does anyone? Yes. Please come up. And what is your name, sir?
Raja?
Raja?
Yeah.
So, we're going to have CJ and Josh, Kurt and Colette, Scott and Mark, and Sean and Raja up here. I'm going to give them each a tongue twister. You can see these are brand new. But one person...
Those are scarves.
They are, yeah.
Well, these fell on the floor, so...
Well, dust them off, don't be. Only one person from each team has to wear one. But it's, you know...
As a gag?
As a gag. You know. It's a gag! All right, one person. The other person, the person wearing the gag is going to get a kind of tongue twister, and they're going to have to try and say that tongue twister. The other part of the couple is going to have to try and figure out what that sentence is. The couple that gets it fastest wins. All right, who's getting it here? Well, couples, please help your fellow partner in this. I don't know who's getting it here. Here you go. There you are.
Colin, it looks like you've done this before.
Oh, and we don't?
In my experience, if you fold them diagonally, there's more length to tie around the back of your head.
Justin knows.
It's tucked into his
Justin
scarf.
knows.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Oh, yeah.
All right. not for Scott to see. This is not for Colette to see.
I never learned to read anyway.
This is not for Josh to see. And this is not for Sean to see. All right, we're gonna start with Mark and Scott. You guys get 30 seconds to attempt.
This is just like prom.
All right, begin.
Yesterday I delivered 14 letters to Josh Elstrom.
Yesterday I strangled Josh Eldredge.
Yesterday I delivered 14 roses to Josh Elstrom.
Oh, yesterday I delivered 14 roses to
Josh Elstrom. Josh Elstrom.
Josh Eldredge.
I never got that.
All right, that was 23 seconds. All right. Colette, that's the record to beat.
I have 5 fat lizards under my pillow.
I have 5 fat lizards under my pillow. Fat lizards.
I have 5 fat lizards.
I have 5. Oh, pet lizards, not pat lizards. I have 5 pet lizards under my pillow.
What? 15 seconds. All right. CJ and Josh, can you beat 15 seconds?
Absolutely we can.
All right.
My dog likes to take trips to his coffin.
My dog likes to take shirts to his coffin.
Coffin.
My dog likes to take ships to Wisconsin.
Trips.
My dog likes to take trips to Wisconsin.
Yay.
14.42 seconds.
Hell yeah.
All right. Raja and Sean, do you guys want to come move into the spotlight, please? You're so in the dark there.
Sydney, put back the weather.
Yes. All right. If it makes you feel any better, I had to wear one for 3 hours today.
Oh.
Explain after. Raja, go ahead.
I put Colin in the headlock last Tuesday.
I put Colin in a headlock last Tuesday. Yeah! So did I! Yeah!
All right. You guys. All right, now you may take them off, everybody. And the reason was for a short film, everybody. A cop kidnapped me and then shot me, and your response was very rude. Are you gonna? CJ's just gonna wear it. All right.
Look like
I like
a railroad conductor.
It does. It works with the outfit. All right. So, unfortunately, there can only be one winner. Raja, you may take a seat. You were so good. I was like, he's just part of the team now. All right. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner tonight. I'm going to go by each contestant, and you are going to clap if you think that person should get 1,000 points tonight. All right, and let's not forget what's at stake here, guys. It's this trophy. All right, starting over here with Scott. Pretty solid. Mark. I get 100 points for that, personally.
Because I didn't get her anything for Valentine's Day, can I donate what few applause to my lovely wife?
Absolutely.
Yes.
They're almost as cute as
Sounds like
Varun
cheating.
and Layla.
And Cindy, can I donate whatever points I'm able to give to an actual couple that gives me hope that love is still possible?
Varun and Layla.
give to Colette.
Yeah.
Colette, you
It is Oscar.
If you go over 1 minute, they will be turning the lights off.
I'm gonna let her finish, but first.
I'd like to thank Kurt's date to the Halloween party. Because she was really, really hot. That's it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. If you're staying for the 9:30 show, you should have a card. If not, please buy a ticket to the show. If there are still tickets. No. Two?
Just throwing it up.
You're just throwing signs.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming.